What is up, my fellow troubadours? Today we're diving into an easy fingerstyle song that younger audiences actually know. A song called Hey There Delilah by Plain White T's. If you're a solo acoustic musician, sometimes it's tricky to find songs that connect with people under 35 years of age. And also, fingerstyle could also be tricky for a lot of solo acoustic guitar players. This song, it checks both boxes. It's simple, instantly recognizable, and perfect for gigs or just playing for friends. And today I'm going to show you how to play it. Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's came out in 2006. And if you played guitar back then, somebody probably begged you to learn it. It's a really, really great song for fingerstyle, and especially for beginning fingerstyle players. The pattern is simple, the chords are straightforward, and it has a very timeless singer-songwriter vibe that works beautifully for solo acoustic gigs. If you were in your 30s, then you were a teenager when this song came out, so you probably heard it a million times on the radio. It's one of these rare songs that just connects to young audiences and old audiences alike. Let's break it down. But before we do, please smash that like and subscribe for more content like this. If you'd like to further support this channel, you could of course leave me a super thanks, check out the links in the description to buy me a coffee, join my Patreon, or browse my Amazon affiliate links. And for one-on-one lessons or consultations, send me an email. Links are also in the description. Alright, so let's start at what I always like to start at. It's called the beginning. Okay. The verse section. The song is centered around this D chord, and for the verse section, you could finger the whole D chord, but we're only interested in the D string, the G string, and the B string. And we're going to play this pattern where our thumb is taking the D string, our first finger is taking the G string, and our second finger is taking the B string. Okay? Now, I don't want to see you doing this. I see a lot of people, they're struggling with this, even some of the teachers online, and it's because the hand is not positioned right. This is a very easy song, and because it's, I don't say easy, but because it's simple, I really want you to listen to that tone. Pay attention to the nuances in the tone based on where you pick. You're not here to assault the guitar. The guitar didn't do anything to you. So just make it sound pretty. Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? We move to this F sharp minor chord, and what that is our third finger is just going to go up to the 4th fret of the D string, and our first finger is going to bar the 2nd fret of the G string and the B string. And our finger pattern on the right hand is staying the same. So, hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? Watch, when I drop my thumb, I don't have to do anything weird over here. There's plenty of room. Okay? Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away. Girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. Now we switch to a B minor chord. And when we do, our fingering on the right hand is as follows. Our thumb is going to play the A string, and our first, second, and third finger are going to play the D string, G string, and B string. Right? So, right? Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away. Girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. B minor, thumb on the A string, first finger on the D string, second finger on the G string, third finger on the B string. So it's the same claw technique, but we're using more strings. Open A by itself, then G chord, and for that, our thumb is taking the low E string, and our first, second, and third finger are staying again on the D string, G string, and B string. So, Times Square can't shine as. So from G to A, we're going to bar the 2nd fret for the A chord. Our thumb is going to take the A string, and our 3 middle strings are D string, G string, and B string. Again, first, second, and third finger. Right as you, back to minor. I swear it's true. Back to the A chord for 2 counts. Then for the second 2 counts, we're going to add our pinky to the 5th fret of the B string. So, Times Square can't shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Then the second half of the verse. Don't you worry about the distance, I'm right there. If you get lonely, give this song another listen. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Okay? So when we switch to the B minor chord, the G chord, the A chord, just remember now we're playing 3 notes with the right hand. Not just this simple, well, we're playing 4 notes actually. 1 with the thumb and 3 with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger. When we play this little D shape and F sharp minor shape, we're only playing 3 notes. The thumb is playing the D string and the 1st and 2nd finger are just playing the G string and the B string. Okay? Let's get on to the chorus section. All right, the chorus. Okay, oh, it's what you do to me, right? That same D pattern. Oh, it's what you, open A, to me, the B minor pattern. Except we're going to take our 3rd finger and put it on the 4th fret of the A string to turn it back around. So, whoa, it's what you do to me. Okay? Whoa, it's what you do to me. Whoa, it's what you do to me. Okay? Same picking pattern with the right hand. Whoa, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. And on the last pattern, we pivot down to the A, back to the D chord. Okay, so I'll do it really slow. Whoa, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Pivot on the A. Then next verse. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard. Okay? One little case in point. When we're putting our 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string, I wouldn't accent the D string on that, on the finger picking part. I would just kind of accent the G string and the B string section. So I don't know quite sure if they are. I don't know, but that just sounds a little more attractive to me. So here I'm playing the whole B minor chord with these 3 fingers. And here I'm just kind of using the 2nd and 3rd finger to play the G and B string. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. Okay? And if you squeak in a little bit of the high, you know, if you want to play the D chord a little bit now with the the whole bottom of the D chord with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd finger instead of just this, you can sneak it in. There's no, it's not a hard and fast rule, but I wouldn't have that F sharp ringing out too loudly, but just sometimes I'll finger the whole thing, but even though my fingers are playing all 3 of the bottom notes, I'm just bringing out what I want to hear more, and over time you'll be able to do that. Okay, that's the chorus section. All right, let's get into the bridge section. Now, one other thing I want to say before I do that is, throughout this whole song, whether you're on the B minor chord, the A chord, the G chord, or that first D chord, if you want to, you can just play the G and the B string with the first and second finger. Okay? You don't have to play the B minor chord with the 3 fingers. And in fact, that might not even be the way that they're doing it. That's the way I do it. But if you just want to keep that first and second finger on the G string and the B string, by all means, you can. Okay? And that might be what they're doing. Okay? That's just not how I do it. So, do it whatever way you feel like it. I think it would be good to be able to play it both ways because it's handy to be able to play your chords like that for other examples and other songs. But just let me say that before we move forward. Okay, the bridge. So we're coming out of the chorus. Oh, it's what you do to me. Right? It's what you do to me. Now we're coming out of the chorus. Instead of going back to that 4th fret, no, this time, open A. 1,000 miles is pretty far. They've got planes and trains and cars. Okay, so for this example, I'm just gonna use our first and second finger and play the G and B string, okay? And whatever the root of the chord is, if it's a G chord, I'm playing the low E string with the thumb. If it's a B minor chord, I'm playing the A string with the thumb. Okay, I'm going to be playing the roots with the thumb, and I'm just going to be playing the 3rd and 2nd string with my 1st and 2nd finger. Keep it real simple. Okay, so coming out of the chorus, open A, 1,000 miles seems pretty far. G, A, they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you. D, if I had no other way. That's the tricky part, okay? Us, we'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this. This time it comes down to the C sharp, 4th fret, A string, before it goes to the B minor. Delilah, I can promise you, by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the same. It stays on B minor for 2 bars. You're to blame. A for 1 bar. A with this fingering, pinky on the 5th fret of the B string for another bar. Okay, so let's go through it slow. Coming out of the chorus. Open A, 1,000 miles seems pretty far. That's G. They've got planes and trains and cars. A to D. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us, G. We'll just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. That's the tricky one. Delilah, I can promise you, by the time we get through, the world will never ever be the same. And you're to blame. Last verse. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. Okay? You just gotta go through it slowly. Be aware of where it has that open A note to lead to the next chord, right? Right? And then the second time it goes to the D, we know that none of them have felt this. This time it goes to the 4th fret A string on the way back down to the B minor. Okay, it doesn't go from the A up to the B minor. It goes from the 4th string, which is a C sharp note, down to the B minor the second time. Really, really clever song. Simple song, but it's just tricky enough. It's like a Beatles song, you know, like it's just tricky enough to make you go, oh, okay. You know, you gotta work on it a little bit, and that's what makes it really, really, really good. Beautiful song. Okay. And then at the end, there's a few repeats and stuff. You have enough of the pieces here to be able to listen to the song now, play through with the record, like I always say, and get a nice mastery of the simple fingerstyle song. It's a beautiful song to sing, even though I kind of butchered it myself today, but that's what I do. I butcher songs. Yeah, Hey There Delilah. So there you have it. I hope that you found some value out of this lesson. If you want to hear more fingerstyle songs, more contemporary fingerstyle songs, leave it down in the description and let me know what you'd like me to cover. And if I can, I will try to do it. As always, I'm Frank Persico. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.